Alright, so welcome to the video. In this video, I just wanted to talk about a timeless pattern. It's a universal evergreen pattern that I like to trade every day. And, it happens every day in the market, right? And so, it happens every day with a lot of different stocks. Whether you trade penny stocks, futures, or option contracts on blue chip stocks like I do. Happens every day, so there's plenty of opportunity. And so, if I had to make an analogy, it would kind of be like a surfer. It would kind of be like a surfer who goes to an ocean to find a wave, right? And in this analogy, we as a trader is like the surfer is like the trader, the ocean is like the stock market, and basically as traders, we're just trying to find the right wave. And so everyone has their own particular way of trying to surf in general, right? Everyone has their own way of shooting a basketball, but the fundamentals stay the same. And so what I'm trying to do in this video is teach you the fundamentals of how I trade price action with this strategy. The fundamentals of entering and exiting a trade stay the same, right? And it's all about taking an asymmetric setup where you're setting a tight risk and really maximizing that reward and letting your winners ride out, right? And so, yeah, in every ocean, I have these notes right here, so I'm trying to make it as fluid as possible. But in every ocean, the waves will come. Sounds like I'm reading out a haiku right now. So in every ocean, waves will always come. The right setup will always come in the stock market. You just have to be patient, stay disciplined, like Confucius. No, but in all seriousness, you have to be patient, and it'll come every day. But it's all about recognizing it in real time. It's all about pattern recognition and just putting the hours in. And so, yeah, knowing when to enter, exit, and take profit, this will all make sense, once you, really put the time in to recognize these setups. And I can, assure you that trading will become less overwhelming and less stressful once you, really get this down. And so I call this the go, pause, go. It's really a confluence of a whole bunch of different things with a strong or weak market. You want to be in tandem with the general market. You want to see it making a bullish structure, either making higher highs or lower lows and lower highs. You want to see a trend line break, either of the bull flag or the bear flag. And so again, it's all about pattern recognition and taking the A+ setups when you see it in real time. So in this video, I'm going to go over a post-market analysis of about 25 stocks. These stocks are stocks that I like to watch on an everyday basis. It's just the basket of stocks that I watch and that I play. Usually tech stocks, blue chip stocks that make up the majority of the S&P 500. But again, it works for pretty much any market that you trade. And so don't want to make it too long. It's just gonna be a review of February 11th on Tuesday, just like a post-market analysis and overview of the overall strategy. And so, hope you enjoyed the video. If you find some value out of it, please don't forget to like and subscribe for future videos with good, evergreen, valuable information like this one. And so, let's get right into it. All right, so starting with Apple, you can see quite clearly this trend line break and these higher highs right here, and it's pretty much what we look for: the trend line break, the higher highs. And you can see that around here was the market open. And so with this pullback, and higher high, you get in right around here at the break of the trend line. I would set my stop loss either at the trend line or the bottom of this candle. So that will be my stop loss. And typically I just look for about 2-3 surges. So 2-3 candles is what I look for, and then I take my profits. So I would usually take majority of my profits off right here. So my entry was 231. I'll take majority profits at 233. Keep in mind these are scalps. This is a scalp pattern. I'll call this basically a trend line break of a bull flag with higher highs. Of course, it becomes A+ when it's in tandem with the overall market, when the overall market is in a bullish structure and it's going up. And then I'd ride out my runners. So anything after the majority of the position taken off, I can take off some there. You can take some off at this pullback. You can take some off, somewhere around here. And overall, you can see that this was a pretty good trade. You wait for confirmation at the trend line break. You set your stop loss. And yeah, let's move on to the next one because we have a lot of stocks to go over. This one I just wanted to go in detail with, but for the next ones, I'm just going to show you that time and time again, this happens every day in the market. Some stocks don't give you the right play, right setup. Don't worry about it. Just skip it. Move on to the next one. AMD. You can see same thing. Trend line break right here. I don't like this color. I like this color. You can see this was a market open. Give us a great big surge. You could say, Ben, why don't you get in here? How do you know it's not just going to fall back down right here? Right? You have to wait for confirmation of a bullish structure, trend line break, and the bull flag. So you can see it pulls back, makes a higher high over here, breaks the trend line. Now I'd get in right here, E for entry. Stop loss either at this trend line or the bottom of that candle, the bottom of the entry candle. So that's your stop loss. And again, I wait for 2 surges. So I'll take the majority of my position off, typically around here, and then let the runners ride, right? So you can take some off more over here. You can take some off here, maybe some at this pullback. Or maybe you want to wait until, it gives you a huge break in bullish structure, right? You can draw this trend line out and be like, all right, if it breaks this trend line, I'm out. So you can get out right here. Overall, you still entered from here and, made it a profitable trade. So that's AMD, Amazon. You can see this was the market open, 8:30. And you can see that we had a huge resistance level, right? All in all, I would still call this a flag, right? In this case, it's a reversal bear flag. Bear flag. Or you could draw this trend line out. I'm always looking for these pullbacks, these consolidations where the stock just doesn't do anything, right? Just stays like that. And yeah, what it's telling me is it's rejecting this, resistance level at 233, right? And yeah, it's making higher highs, but you have to keep in mind the resistance level. And so this just comes with, pattern recognition and experience in the market. But, at this point, I'd be looking for either it breaking the resistance structure, resistance level, or breaking this flag, right? It's going to go either way. It's not just going to do this forever. So, it's going to go up or down. But I couldn't tell you. I don't know for certain. Your daddy doesn't know for certain. The only person that knows for certain is God, and God isn't, talking to you, in your ear telling you to take this trade. So at that point, you gotta wait. Let me stop rambling off some stupid tangent. So where I would get off, if it broke this right here at the resistance level, then I would get in. I'd get in right here and make this my stop loss, right? But what did it do? It broke this trend line, so I'd enter right here at that candle. E for entry. This will be my stop loss. And I'd wait for 2 candles down. So, I'd get off majority of my position there, take some off there. Maybe, I get scared out and take some off there, but either way, made money, right? It's quite simple, but it's hard to do in real time. These are 5-minute candles, by the way. Should have mentioned that in the beginning. I like to trade off the 5-minute, but if you look at this in the lower time frame, like the 2-minute, even the 15-minute, it'll show on the 2-minute just a bunch of, consolidations, and then either going up or going down, right? And then on the 15-minute, it'll just be shorter. It'll look like this, and then it'll just break out, okay? So you can see that we get another flag right here. Get in right here. Make the trend line your stop loss. 2 candles. Get out there. Get out there. You could be asking me, Ben, why don't you get out right here at the top? How do you know it's the top? Are you God? Nobody knows. If I would know if it was the top, how would you know if it's the top? You just have to take the majority off when you have to be content with what you got. You already got the meat of the bone. Pause. You got you already got, when you get a big surge like that, you just have to take, your profits and, let your runners ride. So, yeah, sometimes the stock will, break out and it'll, stop at your stop loss and you'll get out for a small loss. But what makes you profitable is letting your runners ride, right? So, yeah, you took the majority off right there. But you still have your runners. So whether you want to take some off here, or you're willing to wait it out until the end of the market, at the market close. So yeah, however you want to trade, this is a flexible pattern. The fundamentals stay the same in terms of what's the market doing? Is it making higher highs or higher lows? What trend line is it breaking? Where are the key levels? But in terms of how you want to take profits, that's all flexible. AVGO. Get a trend line break right here. You can see this was the market open, right? So at this point, you could be eyeing this right here, eyeing this potential setup. Yeah, maybe I missed that one actually. This was more of a. You see this, I don't really like taking, setups right at the market open. I like to give it a few minutes, but in this case, this was a 30-minute consolidation, so this was actually a good setup too, right? So where would you enter? I'd enter at this trend line break right here, make my trend line or the bottom candle, my stop loss, and I'd wait for 2 surges, right? You can see in this case that it actually retests this trend line right here, right? So you can even add if you want to get a better position. This is an E for entry. So you can add at that, at that retest of the trend line. That's what it, usually likes to do too. If it just goes all the way up, hey, ain't nobody complaining over here, But it does like to retest and scare the wussies out. But don't be a wussy, because you're not a wussy, right? you're gonna get in right here, and you're gonna wait for 2 surges. You know, I wouldn't. You can get out. You know, some right here, but you know, I want a little bit more. You know, this is just like 1 surge to me. It's just like 1 candle. I want 2 candles. So where would I get out? I'd get out right around here, right around here. And then you can see that it's consolidating more, right? You can say, all right, look, I'm going to adjust my stop loss and bring it up to right here. So if it breaks that, I'm out. But what does it do? It never breaks that, right? And it gives you 2 bull flag trendline breaks, right? Wow, it's a blessing from the man above. 2 bull flag trendline breaks in 1 stock. So you get in right here, set your stop loss at the trendline break or the bottom of the candle, and wait for 2 candles. 1, 2. So I'd get out right here, majority, and then, you know, take my runners out here, take some out here, maybe take some out here, right? All in all, you made money. If you're getting value out of this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Would really appreciate it. Help boost the algos. Give the boy, you know, give the boy a 100K plaque. I need that YouTube plaque. All right, Coinbase. You can see that this was a market open. Sells off. Never want to chase that, right? Because what does it do? Gets back on your ass, right? Says, oh, you think it's going down? Fuck you, right? That's what it does. So what you want to do is wait. Wait for a pause pattern, right? It's going, came back, and then now it's pausing. This is what you like right here. This is all I look for. Why? Because when it does this, it either goes up or down. Like you could draw this trend line right here, right? So when it does this, it's gonna go either way, right? It's gonna go up or down, right? In this case, overall, it's a bearish structure, right? It's making lower lows. Lower lows and lower highs, right? So enter right there, stop loss at the break of at the trend line, or you know, at the bottom of this candle, right? And 2 candles down. 1, 2 candles down, so 1, 2, I'd get out right around there, take some off there, you know, gives you another bull flag, or sorry, a bear flag, right? Gives you another bear flag, take some off there. You could have just wrote this down, right? But all in all, you don't know that, right? You don't really know if it's just gonna go straight down, right? I like to just take my profits and yeah, maybe leave a runner, you know, leave a couple contracts to just die out right around here. But like, how do you know it's not just gonna, you know, how do you know if this wasn't a support and, you know, a panic dip buy, right? You never know that. So as long as you take profits here, you know, you made money. You know, you entered at 275 and you got out around 272. That's $3 worth of reward when you've only been risking like what, 50 cents? This is the beauty of this pattern, right? You're only risking like 50 cents max to max $1, and you're looking for anywhere from $2 to $3 plus, right? And then if you get, you know, if you leave with your runners here, or you get out some here, you know, you bring your, you know, rewards $4 or $5 for 50 cents of risk. So that was Coinbase. CrowdStrike. A lot of stocks, so I don't want to take it. I don't want to take too long. You can see market open right around here. This was one that I missed. Love this consolidation right here. Right? What's it gonna do? Right? In this case, higher highs. Market was uptrending. Right? Enter right here. Make this your stop loss. With these big ass candles, with these huge surging candles, I'll take some out, but usually with these big surging candles with no wicks, it's kind of indicative that it'll give you a little bit more, right? You don't know how much more, but usually I like to wait and give it, another candle. So right around here is where I'll take the majority of my profits out. Right there, some out right here. And then look, what does it do, right? It just comes back and retests that trend line, right? In this case, it broke it, came back all the way to support right here, right? You could say, Ben, why didn't it retest it to the key and go back up like that? Listen, nothing in the stock market is 100%, right? Yeah, retests are common. When there's a trend line break, it's either gonna break out, it's gonna break out, and it may never retest, right? It may just keep on going. Sometimes it does retest, sometimes it doesn't, but I like to play, with the majority of, what happens. This is easily a 70 to 80%, win rate, the strategy right here. So, look, and then what does it do, right? Gives you another trend line break right here, another blessing. Get in right here, 2 candles. Get out right there with the majority of my position, leave out your runners. Right? This is where I get the majority of my position out, but really, when you're risking so little, you're risking like 50 cents with this as your stop loss. These riders will really, be the ones that, at the end of the day, maximize your rewards to, make sure that you get, a 3 to 4, reward for every risk that you take, right? It's writing out those winners. Hopefully that made sense. Microsoft. All right, you can see market open, beautiful trend line break. I'll damn near rate this, an A+. Whenever I put a star like that means it's an A+. Let me make the star better, because for an A+ setup, you need an A+ star. Wow. Look at this. Beautiful bull flag, right? Love to see those higher highs, right? And you get in right here. Entry, either make the stop loss at the bottom of your candle or the trend line break, right? Wait for 2 candles, right? And get out right around there, right? You can say, why don't you get out here? Nobody knows, right? And then look at what it does in this case, right? This is why you need to take your profits. Because you say you don't, yeah, sure, it can be going like this and then going like that, but it can also do this, right? It can also do this. So this is why you want to take your profits. And what does it end up doing? Okay, I thought it was going to retest it, but usually when it surges up vertically like that, like this is vertical. This is a vertical move. This is a blessing. But when it does do that, you got to take your profits, bro. Or sis, whatever you are. Don't mean to offend you if you're something else other than those two, but you got to take that. Take these profits right here, because it's going to do this on your ass, right? And you can see that it gives you a couple more I'm in the central time, so this is 1 p.m. for me. Market closes at 3 p.m. for me. And so you could have entered right here, get out right there, or stop loss right here, get out right around here, right around there, right? Master, MicroStrategy, sorry. Looks like master. MicroStrategy, enter, stop loss, exit, get your money, bye. Netflix, this was beautiful too, right? It's just downtrending this whole time, right? It's downtrending, making overall a bearish structure, right? Lower highs and lower lows, right? You can see it just keeps downtrending, right? This is what you call a lower high, right? Why? Because these highs are getting lower every time, and these lows are becoming lower every time. So this is a bearish structure. It's breaking that trend line. Set your stop loss right there. Right? And wait for 2 candles. So get out right there. Maybe get some out right there. Right? And you can see I had support right here, so you could leave your runners out and be like, look, right when I approach the support, I'm getting out. Right there. That was another beautiful trade. Palantir, the hot stock of 2025, right? You can see that tries to get up. This was probably a resistance level. Rejects that, gives us this nice pause right here, right? Breaks the trend line, stop loss, take your money, take your money. Alright, we're almost there. QQQ. That's a nice little bull flag, break of the trend line. Look, this is why the strategy is so good, because sure, it might just go like that and just come back. It's okay. Just get out. Stay disciplined. Once it breaks the stop loss right here, just get out, bro. Just get out. Don't hold it, hoping for it to come back. Right? In this case, it gives us a beautiful surge up. Take some profits there. Take some profits there. Right? And make sure you take your profits, because what does it do? Right? Especially with the market ETFs like QQQ or, SPY, SMH. Overall, there's a lot of volume and participants in the market. So you want to take your profits and get out, because usually it's choppy, right? And it's very fakey. With a lot of people in and out, think about it, right? It's just psychology. It's never gonna go just one way vertically up or down, unless there's a big catalyst. But usually it's gonna give you your move and then give that move back, and kind of just chop around like this, right? This is why it's so hard trading, the market ETF, in my opinion, right? You have to really, get all your levels down and be like, all right, I'm gonna long right here, I'm gonna short right here, right? So when it gives you this blessing right here, just take your money, bro, or sis. Traders tend to be males, in my opinion, from what I've been seeing. Someone pull up the statistic on that. Enter. This is a SMH. This is a semiconductor ETF. So stop loss. Get out. Because what does it do? Bam. SMH ETF. SPY. Same thing as a QQQ. Right? Trendline break. These higher highs. See this consolidation. Look at this beautiful bear flag right here. Right? Get out, get out. What does it do in this case? Retest this trend line. Look at that. Wow. Look at that. Arguably could have drawn this as well. Bull flag, enter, at the break, get out. Tesla, 26-minute video. This is the last stock. Sorry, lied to you. Second to last stock. Look at this, in the pre-market, right? This is a bearish structure, it's making lower highs. That was an ugly trend line. Breaks that trend line. Enter at this trend line break. Set your stop loss above that candle or the trend line. And look at what it does, right? It comes and retests this trend line right here, right? It retests it and then comes down. So second candle, get out. Leave your runners, get out, right? You can see that drew my support and it came right down to support. TSM, last one. You're a real one if you stuck it through. You know, I'd encourage you to do this on your own. Just every day, pull out the basket of stocks that you watch and go to a cafe, get yourself a nice latte, and put the time in. Put the work in. Enter right here, right? Stop loss. Second candle, get out right there. Wait for another surge. Take the rest out, maybe right there. Right? And so hopefully you learned something from this video. You know, I don't want to make it too long. I was actually going to go over, this was February 11 stocks. So this was Tuesday. I was going to go over February 12 stocks as well, but this is getting too long. So hopefully I didn't ramble on too much. You know, I'm not really known to be a yapster, but I guess when I, talk about something I'm passionate about, I just keep on going. So hopefully you learned something valuable. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe. It would, make my day if you did. And the WAP link to my Discord is down below. You can trade with me in real time. I'm posting everything, all my trade theses, my entries and exits. I wouldn't really encourage you to just copy someone's trades and, basically copy their signals, because that's what it really is at the end of the day. But, at the end of the day, I would look at it and learn from it. If you really want to trade the exact trades I'm taking, I guess you can do that. But yeah, I'd encourage you to be autonomous, just be independent. Don't rely on anyone else, not just in terms of making money, but anything else, just it's good to be independent, right? Don't be a wussy.